my God. Is she crazy?
Thank you. Thank you
Wow.
all. Thank you so very much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Oh, too many thank yous.
It's about 20.
That must be 35.
Traveling from India
Okay,
to
good.
California with an unshakable dream to be the scientist.
How many people are watching?
Can we tell how many, Dan? How many people are watching?
She's talking about how great San Francisco was before she destroyed it. A lot of talk about childhood. We've got to get to the border, inflation, and crime.
He's not proposing a single policy, not one policy.
Harris's biography won't lower your prices at the grocery store.
Or at the pump.
But they're putting veterans out on the street, so
33,000 homeless veterans.
Country. Okay, send these out. The things of which she complains. The things of which she complains.
In many ways, Donald Trump is an unserious man.
Oh. You hear that, Phil? It's great, right? Ready? These prosecutions were all started by her and Biden against their political opponent. Me. Get that out right away.
Have of caravans heading to the border, people showing up to the border with Biden-Harris t-shirts. Everything we have of people swarming the border.
She paid bail for rioters in the Minnesota Freedom Fund.
She paid and raised bail. She paid bail to get the violent rioters in Minnesota out of jail.
Tim Walz let Minnesota burn. Kamala Harris burned out the ones who lit the matches.
Put it in there. Put it right in with the stuff, right?
With that post, yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
You could do it either that or separate.
say more lies. He's lying about the Project 2025.
Oh, lying against Project 25, which she knows, and so do all Democrats, that I have absolutely nothing to do with.
She says we all know what a second term will look like. We can say yes. No inflation, secure borders, the best economy in the history of the world, and peace.
She said chart a new way forward. She's turning a new way.
Chart a new way forward.
She's done nothing but harm.
I think we have a graphic about black earnings being down 6%. If we haven't already hit that, let's hit that one.
She's talking about the middle class, but she's the one that broke the middle class and made it unsafe.
She wants to give free Social Security and Medicare to illegals, bankrupting the system. Kamala Harris and Tim Walz are extremists on abortion. They want abortion up to the moment of and even after birth.
What would you say to a woman in Mississippi who's having to carry a child to term that has died in the fetus or has a serious fetal abnormality? That's how it'll come at you in the debate. But it'll be someone in a red state enduring that.
We have the exceptions.
Right, that's the right answer.
Democrats are the extremists.
Democrats, Republicans, liberals and conservatives wanted Roe v. Wade terminated and brought back to the states. 4 stories that she is making up, but I've never even heard of.
I heard her say contraception, and I heard her say birth control.
Do not limit access to birth control or IVF. That is a lie.
Well, we trust women.
I trust women also. And I will keep women safe.
Of the United States, I will proudly sign it into law.
She won't, because the millions pouring into the invasion of our country at our open border are destroying the lives of women and the families of African Americans and Hispanics.
That bill that legalizes illegal immigration.
And is a total disaster, weak and ineffective. Close the border. She just called to give all illegals citizenship. Say goodbye to the USA.
Trump, on the other hand, threatened to abandon NATO.
NATO wasn't paying their bills. I saved NATO. She hates Israel. You got it, Dan?
How many troops have you put out there?
About 40. She's complaining.
Has she said anything on China?
Has she mentioned fracking?
Kamala Harris is a threat to democracy.
She will take us into World War III and nuclear war.
She will take us into a nuclear World War III. So.
Thank you. God bless you, and may God bless the United States of America.
Oh, wow. She didn't mention China. She didn't mention fracking. She didn't mention energy. She didn't mention Russia. and Ukraine, right?
50 to 60 million people in poverty in the United States right now. Under their watch, they put these people in poverty. They're doing nothing about it, not even talking about it. Some of these people can't even eat. For
There's
God's
60
sakes.
million people in poverty in the United States right now.
Under their watch.
And she doesn't even talk about that.
So after he and Martha start talking, call in after like a minute or two after Brett and Martha start going.
I want to use a hard line. Much better. Hard line is so much better.
Phone's on quiet. Make sure phone's on quiet.
Turn your phones
Sir,
off.
they're ready for you in 1 minute.
Joining us now by phone, the 45th President of the United States, former President Donald Trump. Mr. President, thank you for joining us. You were truth socialing along this speech. What is your first reaction to it real time tonight?
Well, the biggest reaction is why didn't she do the things that she's complaining about? All of these things that she talked about, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, we're going to do everything. But she didn't do any of it. She could have done it 3.5 years ago. She could do it tonight by leaving the auditorium and going to Washington, D.C. and closing the border. She doesn't need a bill. I didn't have a bill. I closed the border. There was a lot of complaining. She's raising taxes. She's going to give a tax increase. She didn't talk about any of that. What they're going to do is pick up and move to another country, like the pharmaceutical industry or the immigration. It's very simple. The bill was horrible. We're doing very well in the polls. We're leading in most of the polls. In the swing states, we're leading in almost every one of them. As far as RFK, I've had a great relationship with him over the years. Look, he was treated very unfairly by the Democrats. In the end, the Democrats did the same thing to Joe Biden. They threw Joe Biden out of the party.
And that's why we saw a different night tonight.
Mr. President, thank you so
very
much
sir.
for the time.
Okay, thank you very much. I think I just nullified the whole fucking speech. I think I just nullified.
Good job.
Okay, here we have, that must be, who is it? Oh, Greg. How are you, Greg? Oh, boy, I just did one. I just did one on Fox. Did you see it? I don't know if I can handle another one, man. If you want me to do it, I'll do it. Look, you're my friend. You're great, but it's Greg Kelly. Say it again, Greg. Jason Miller is here. He wanted me to stay on the border.
I don't think we should be doing it. It's very dangerous. They want me to do an interview.
We have three
They're saying it's very dangerous. They would just tell me you shouldn't be standing in here. Should I be doing an interview here?
It's safe where they have positions.
Well, I'm not asking you. I'm asking these guys.
He didn't care how safe it was. He wanted me to finish up 3 interviews. I said, Jason, I've been told by Secret Service this is very dangerous. Wasn't that good?
If those are the points you level in the debate, it will be very, very effective.
Yes.
Well, that's what I thought. That's the way I am. That's the way I thought. But, debates are tricky. You might not be in the right mood. We have fake anchors on ABC. Among the worst, you have George Slobodanopoulos sort of controls it over there. Get him on the hard line, man.
Okay.
Your voice is much better on a hard line. I didn't realize it. I did Sean Hannity 2 months ago on a hard line. It was like, I always hated my voice when I do this one. I'm ready. Thank you, Antonio. I just watched it. Very non-specific. Everybody knows all of my policies. Thank you both very much. Talk to you soon. Bye. Thank you. Great job. I was at the border at 7 in the morning. He wanted me taken out. Sir, one more interview. Sir, you can't stay here any longer. I mean, essentially, it's debate prep, what we're doing, right? Wouldn't you say?
That was good. That was good.
Go home, everybody. Okay.
Listen.